Welcome back to the Candid Conversation Show. Bonsoir, bienvenue na Candid Conversations. Na parler des topics un peu mon haïtien, pas parler de ça. My name is Muriel, and on the show today, we're going to discuss topics that are unspoken and taboo in our community. Our guest tonight is Catherine Clark. We will be discussing human trafficking, sexual abuse, inspirational writing, fitness, and more.
Catherine, we want to welcome you to the show.
Thank you.
We finally got you here.
Yeah, I'm so excited.
We're so happy to have you. And we want to just dive right in and get to know where you were born and want to know about your upbringing.
Definitely. Well, originally, I'm from a small country town called Camelton, Florida.
Okay.
I grew up on a farm. Yeah.
Oh. Where is Camelton?
It's in the Northwest Panhandle area. So
Okay.
like an hour past Tallahassee.
Okay.
But right at the Alabama-Georgia state line.
Okay.
All right.
So no one ever knows where it is. Yeah. But it was great growing up. I was just a small town country girl.
Okay.
Moved to the big city in '05 for college.
Oh, okay.
And I've been here ever since.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Do you have family here? Or?
I do, actually. I have two brothers here.
Okay.
Two brothers and their families. They're local.
Okay.
And yeah, so I mean, Orlando's a great place. It's a great place to live and, you know, raise a family. But I love it. But yeah, growing up was amazing. You know, I come from very humble beginnings. I mean, we used to pick peas and
Yes.
watermelon.
That's how it was back then, right?
Yeah.
That was the good old days.
Yeah.
Kids don't know. Kids don't know about
and
that. These kids nowadays
they
don't know
don't.
anything about that.
They don't listen. When I talk to children, they're like, huh? Like, it just
What's
doesn't
that?
even register.
They're like, we get those from the grocery store,
Right.
peas and all that. I'm like, wait a minute.
But those were the good old days.
That's good. So you went to
Yeah.
school here in Orlando?
I did. I graduated from the University of Central Florida.
Okay. Oh, good.
In '09, so go Knights. I'm a Knight girl.
All right.
UCF. But yeah, no, I loved it. I loved it. It's a great school, great
Yes.
university.
And what did you major in?
Communications.
Okay.
And I have a minor in nonprofit organization management.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Oh, I didn't even know
okay.
they had that type of title.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, they do.
That's nice.
It's a new informing program, but I
Okay.
believe when I graduated, it was very new. But you know, they've developed it over the years.
Okay.
Okay.
They're trying to make it a major.
Really?
Yeah, like a bachelor's. Yeah. So I don't know if they've accomplished it yet, but I think it's awesome because
Yes, it
there are a
is.
lot of people out there with great causes, but they need the training and the fundamentals to execute it.
That's right.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You are so talented. You've got so many, you wear so many hats. And of course, one that we can clearly see
Of course.
is this beautiful crown and this beautiful sash that says Miss Corporate America.
Yes.
Can you share a little bit about that with us?
Definitely. So Miss Corporate America is a business-friendly competition that honors corporate executives and entrepreneurs.
Okay.
I competed, my local title is Miss Orlando.
Okay.
And I competed in June last year, and I won. So
Yay.
there's two
Congratulations.
divisions.
Great.
Thank you. So I'm Miss Corporate America, and my sister queen is Candy Bryan. She's Mrs. Corporate
That's
America.
right.
So, but yeah, I mean, it's been great. But you know, the journey to the crown, I always felt like there was a crown for me. My mom used to always have me in pageantry as a little girl.
Oh, really?
That's
Okay.
nice.
Yeah, she did.
So you
And
always had the crown then?
I always dreamed of the crown, I guess, because I would never win any competitions. And, you know, I dealt with a lot of low self-esteem. I was
Okay.
overweight as a child. I used to get picked on. And my mom would always keep me in some type of competition.
Good.
That's good.
Even if she went to the Goodwill to buy my dress.
Right.
There were many times she went to the Goodwill.
Well, a lot of times, you can't tell.
Yeah.
You won't.
Yeah.
She was trying to build your self-esteem, you think?
Right.
She was.
Yeah, she was.
I think she was. But I realized over time, when I asked my mom years ago, I said, Mom, do you know that I would be doing what I'm doing today? And she said, no, I just felt like I had to put you out there. She always had me doing something at church
Right.
in some type of leadership role. So those moments led me to this moment.
Right.
you
Isn't that
know?
something?
Yeah.
Your mom knew.
She did. And I think parents know.
Yeah.
Yes.
But they gotta listen to that and
Right.
push your kids towards their purpose,
That's
towards
right.
their gifts and their talents.
That's right.
If you see they're gifted in something, let
Push
them
'em.
explore.
Exactly.
it.
Because
I
kids
agree.
don't know.
They don't.
You know, they don't understand.
Yeah.
So it's our job as parents You're not a parent
Not
yet.
one day,
Yes.
but
It's our job as parents.
yeah.
How was that journey, though? You enjoyed it?
It was amazing, you know, and one thing I realized all along is that, you know, winning the crown was never about the crown. It's about carrying your crown.
Okay.
It's
Wow.
about your voice being heard and your presence being felt in your local community.
And that happened.
That is what being a queen is about. So it's like, so it didn't take for me to just, you know, this kind of confirmed, the crown confirmed, but I've been doing the work all along.
That's
Right.
And you
I've
were
been
already
in
a
the
queen.
Thank you. As you ladies are.
Thank you.
Thank you. So yeah, I mean, but it was a very important moment of my life,
Okay.
and I went through a lot leading up into that. My father passed in 2016.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
Thank you. Yeah. So it was, but you know, but even that is a story in itself. It's like
Okay.
when I look back, God was preparing me for that, you know. And but yeah, it's part of my story.
That is
My
wonderful.
parents are older, so they
Yes.
had me in their 40s.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
they had me in their early 40s.
Yeah.
I have 4 older brothers, and
You're the baby.
I'm the baby and the only girl.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's why she pushed you so hard. She
Yeah.
said, she is really a queen. I'm going to make sure.
Yeah, she pushed me. And I remember asking Mom, I said, Mom, because my mom had me 9 years after the brother that's closest to me in age. And I said, Mom, why did y'all wait so long to have me? Because kids used to pick on me because I had
Really?
older parents. Yes, they would call my parents my
Grandparents.
grandparents.
Okay.
So we, you know, children that has older parents, we kind of have a different journey. I don't think people
Kids are
realize.
so
It's a
cruel.
They are
story.
cruel.
Yeah, yeah. And my mom told me, she said we just couldn't ever get pregnant. So
They
I
kept
came
trying.
9 years later.
When it was supposed to happen.
Yeah,
It happened when it was supposed to happen.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
Tell me, how is your self-esteem now?
Oh man, it's well, I don't want to say it's through the roof,
Right.
but really,
You love yourself.
I love myself,
Good.
and my confidence really, if I'm honestly, it comes from my faith in God.
Yes.
Because
Wonderful.
without Him, I have no
nothing.
confidence,
Right.
and I am nothing. So really, it comes from Him.
Yeah.
And it's not just about the outer appearance.
That's right.
It's about the heart.
That's right.
It's about the inner being, and
Yes,
it's something
ma'am.
that you work through every
single
day.
day.
You know, it's a process,
Yes.
and
Yeah.
it's a journey.
Well said.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was perfectly said.
It was.
Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you.
Gosh.
Yeah.
You're also an author?
I do. I have some. I have 2 books.
Okay.
One is called Liberty: Spoken Lyrics from the Heart,
Okay.
and it features some of my poetry. And my most recent book is called Beyond Words.
Okay.
It's like an artistic therapeutic journal.
Okay.
So it features some of my art, some of my poetry, but it also features visual art.
Okay.
And really, the journal is actually also within our Beauty Boxx, and which we'll get to
We'll
that
get
a
to
little
that,
later.
right.
But yeah, so that's the name of it, Beyond Words.
Isn't
Beyond
that
words.
something? Can you share a little snippet of a poem?
Yes, I don't know if this one is in the book, but it's one of my spoken word
Okay.
pieces. It's called Good Girls. Actually, maybe I should share investment. Oh, what would I have given to be? What would I have given to be anyone else but me? Sizing myself up to every girl of popularity while young girls use their looks, I use stand-up comedy. A class clown I was. But you see, this class clown hid behind issues of self-love. Looked in the mirror every day, didn't realize she was love. She made comparisons of chubby and thin, brown and light skin, and to win the battle of good hair seemed endless.
That is beautiful.
Thank
That was
you.
great. And it just flowed.
Thank you. Thank you.
You have so
Thank
much
you.
going on.
Thank
you do.
you.
You
Yeah.
write.
Thank you. I write, and actually that poem is on my album. It's called Catalyst with a K,
Okay.
representing the kingdom. So it's on Amazon.
Okay.
You can download it. It has music with it.
Oh,
All
really?
of my poetry has music.
Okay.
It makes it easy listening.
Yeah, it does. It really does.
gosh.
It's
Yeah.
soothing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, and you also have tell us about the 501c, that's the black box.
Yes,
Beauty-
Beauty Boxx.
Beauty Boxx, sorry.
Boxx. Yeah, no, it's okay. So we launched in 2016, and honestly, so we bring awareness on human trafficking.
Okay,
but
that's
also,
very important.
Yeah, it's a huge topic.
That's what's happening now.
And a lot of people don't realize it's closer to home than what we think.
Right.
It really is.
Yeah.
It's right in our backyards. Actually, I believe it's happening right in our schools.
Yeah,
But
I
we
believe
don't
that
see
too.
the signs. We got to know the signs.
Right.
But yeah, we launched in 2016, and first learned of human trafficking in '09 when Lisa Ling had gone undercover,
Okay.
and there was
right.
a special, And that just blew my mind. I was in the kitchen. I'll never forget it. I was washing dishes. And there was a gentleman walking with her, and he said, "Do you see those chains?" She said, "Yeah." He said, "In those rooms are 5- and 6-year-old children who are being human trafficked." And that crushed my heart.
Oh, my goodness.
And I was like, Lord, I said, there has to be something
That
that
I
I
can
can
do.
I didn't know if it would be more from a philanthropic point of view, but I just knew that there was something that he wanted me to do. So Beauty Boxx was actually a workshop that I started years ago, and it was for girls, for them to understand their value and their worth. We talk about redefining beauty and what beauty really looks like and what it really means. And so years had passed, and then that's when it dawned on me. That is the nonprofit. It's Beauty Boxx, because it's all about the beauty from within that is in our box, but we have to unlock the box. But sometimes it takes other women and other people around you to help unlock that box.
Absolutely.
That is the truth.
The treasures that are within.
Oh, wow.
Was that part of your platform in Miss Corporate America?
It was. It was. I shared that. Actually, I have my Beauty Boxx. I have a box. It's an actual box as well. And it's like it's a self-awareness tool, but it's also an empowerment tool. And so in the box, it has the Beyond Words, the journal. There's a Beauty Boxx T-shirt. There's also a pin and a bracelet with a crown pendant on it. And to remind the women and girls of their worth. And I'm excited because we're going to add an extension called the Power Box for boys.
I like that.
Because our boys are underserved emotionally.
They
really are underserved.
They really are.
And that came from a dream I had. I had a dream, and yes.
Oh, wow. So let me see. I know that you cater, it's not only to women about the human trafficking, it's also now you're stepping out for men as well.
Young boys. We want to focus on the young boys.
Right.
Because if we can get them at a young age, then we can prevent some, boys deal with a lot of their identity issues.
Yes, they do.
Or, their compulsion. There's a lot of things that we wonder why our boys are behaving the way that they are. And very well, some of them could have been abused. Even if they weren't trafficked, but abuse was taking place in the home. And I feel like that goes for a lot of people in America.
A lot, yes.
Especially sexual abuse, and it's really not talked about.
No. So do you have workshops regarding the human trafficking? What are you doing?
We do. We have 2 workshops. One is called, we have 2 workshops and a program. So one is called, it's basically for us to empower the women. It's called social rehab.
Social rehab.
Yes, social rehab. And we focus on 4 main areas. There's financial literacy, fashion etiquette, health and wellness, and life coaching. So we haven't launched it yet, but we're hoping to do that hopefully this year as we're launching our support group for women survivors.
It's coming.
Yes.
That's
it
good.
is.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I think it would be great there's a lot of women that we have come on the show, and all of you are so talented in your own right. You know,
Thank you.
I would love for some of you ladies to get together.
Yes. I would love it. I would love to come back.
Yes, definitely.
I would love to come
Oh, yes,
back.
you'll be back.
Yeah, I love it.
What exactly is Love Notes for you?
So Love Notes for You is near and dear to my heart. I am a creative butterfly, okay? If I could just sit at home and write and create for people, words are so powerful.
Yes,
Oh
they
my
are.
goodness, yes.
And people never forget the things that you speak to them. So Love Notes for You is basically where I offer customized writing services and products.
Okay.
So many of us need that.
Yes, special events, birthdays, weddings, anniversaries. I'm actually doing something for Valentine's Day for my fellas out there.
Really?
And it's
Can't wait to
basically
hear
I
about
would
that.
interview them and create a customized piece capturing your love journey. But it's really transferable to a lot of different occasions that it's used for.
It's almost like a card. You know when you go looking for a card, Hallmark cards, you go looking for it, and you're looking for that card that says exactly how you feel. But this is the spoken version.
Word aspect. And you know what? It's a card that lasts forever.
That's right.
It's beautiful.
Because I have so many cards at home that I've kept for
Me
years.
too.
And it's like, I don't want to get rid of them. But imagine if you have words on how someone feels about you on a plaque or on a glass trophy. You're going to display that. You're not going to get rid of that.
No,
You're not going to
So
hide
it's
it.
like
You're not
an
going to tuck it in.
everlasting card. Yeah.
Right.
You're going to keep it. Yeah.
Display it. You're also a Zumba instructor?
Oh my
I
goodness.
am.
Oh my goodness.
I am.
What? You're
Actually,
doing
right
so much.
now, I teach Zumba with the Boys and Girls Club.
Okay.
I've been connected with Boys and Girls Club for
For a
many
while,
years.
okay.
But for 2 years, I've been teaching Zumba with the
Okay.
kids. It's an after-school program.
Okay.
And I love it. And the kids, oh my gosh, they look for it every time I come through the door. Zumba, and it exposes them to different cultures,
Okay.
different music,
That's right.
different dance styles. So I love teaching it.
That is wonderful.
So you do that like 3 to 4 times a week?
About 4 times a week, 8 classes.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
And what made you start with that though?
Yeah.
Why Zumba and why for the kids?
You know, I actually used to dance. I danced Zumba. I was a part of this dance studio for about 8 years.
Okay.
And it was just a whole different bunch of Zumba classes, different types of Zumba classes. And I just fell in love with it. So it was, and different people in class would say, you should consider, you know, becoming an instructor. So I kind of like, you know, tucked it away for a while. But I was like, you know, I
Why
love
not?
to dance. And it's a great way to get that, you know, get that
the
itch out,
Right.
you know, and get my exercise
Yes.
in. And I've always worked with kids. So I was like, it was just the perfect combination.
That is great.
Yeah,
Awesome.
Thank you.
That's great. I think more
Doing-
schools would need that.
Exactly.
Yes, yeah. I want to get it out more, but you know,
It's only you.
me.
You're doing the best you can.
Yeah, yeah.
But where do you find time to do all of this?
That's a great question. The one that I may not have an answer
Yes.
to. You know, really, my faith in God.
Yes.
He really keeps me every day. I just like, "Lord, God, if you give me strength,
That's
I'll keep going. I'll keep doing what you've, you know, vision is so
I
powerful.
love that.
Vision keeps us living.
Yes.
Vision keeps us going.
That's right.
Without vision, people perish.
That's right.
Yes, yes.
We, you know, it's so important.
Absolutely.
So that's what keeps me going.
Yes.
You're amazing.
Thank you. Thank you.
You want to tell us about some things you have coming up? I know we chit-chatted a little bit, but
Okay.
just to share with the audience on some things or how they can follow you and get in contact with you.
Definitely. Well, you can definitely connect on social media.
Okay.
For my nonprofit, it's
Okay.
Beauty Boxx Inc. .org and box with 2 X's.
Okay.
Yeah. And or they can go to my website, the number 1,
Okay.
digit 1 message.info. And from there, you can see everything that I do from the writing, Love Notes for You. I have a website for that as well.
Okay.
It's lovenotesforyou.com.
Okay. Amazing.
Yes, thank you.
Anything else that you want to share?
We
with
do
the
have
viewers?
some events, coming up. So just stay tuned if they connect, the audience connects with our website
Yes,
or on
we'll
social media.
We'll post it. for
Okay,
them.
follow us on Instagram.
That's right.
And you can see what we have coming up this year.
Love it.
Awesome. We want to thank you so much for being with us today.
Yes, my pleasure.
And
Time goes
we,
so quick. doesn't
yeah,
it?
I know. You're doing
Wow.
so much in the community, and
Thank you.
definitely we need this awareness regarding human trafficking. So we
Yes.
appreciate the work that you're doing,
Thank you.
and anything we can do to help, please let us
Okay,
know.
I will.
Yes.
Thank
All
you.
right, and we hope to have you back.
Yes, I would love to. I would love to come back. I would love to.
Thank you.
Thank you for tuning in to Candid Conversations. Join us next Tuesday at 6 p.m. for another transformational story. In closing, human trafficking is a serious crime and violation of human rights involving the use of force, coercion, or fraud to exploit a person into slave labor or sexual exploitation. Men, women, and children are targeted. Your age, race, gender, or nationality does not matter. It is estimated that 190,000 incidents occur every year in the U.S. If you or someone you know is a victim of human trafficking, the National Human Trafficking Hotline number is 1-888-373-7888. We thank you for tuning in to Candid Conversations.